A very good day to all you patriots out there, and welcome back to Tall Ship Tuesday. When last we met, I had recent intelligence about the expedition to the Penobscot Bay of the Continental Navy, and I wish to share it with you at the earliest opportunity. Last time we had a fleet of ships in the area, and both our sea power and manpower were superior to that of the British. In addition, Providence's marine force had built an outpost on a small island across from the British fort and mounted 3 cannons there. Quite an accomplishment, particularly given that they built it overnight and in the dark. It all seemed to be proceeding in our favour, but I am afraid I must tell you that the tables have been turned. The trouble appears to lie entirely in Commodore Saltonstall. Now, despite having the advantage, he refuses to attack. I cannot countenance such a position, based on all the letters that I have received. He had overwhelming naval superiority, and the obvious course was to attack all at once before the British could send for reinforcements. Had he opened fire on the British ships, they would have been too damaged to protect their men on shore. Now, once that danger was eliminated, they could send the men ashore and attack at will. And yet, Saltonstall did nothing. After lying at anchor for nigh on 2 days, the captains of the fleet presented a petition to the Commodore, urging him to strike swiftly at the British troops and reminding him of the dangers awaiting, but still, he refused. A war council of the other captains determined to proceed with the landing, despite the British ships being still in place and armed. Accordingly, the following day, 3 brigs and a heavily armed privateer lined up and fired repeated broadsides at the fort on the heights, while General Lovell of the Continental Army landed militia, artillerymen and marines on the southwest side of the peninsula. It was action they wanted, and action they saw. The British showered the landing boats with musket balls. Once upon shore, the firing continued from above as our brave men scaled the steep hillside, pulling themselves up hand over hand. The resistance grew stronger when they reached the top, and the British put up a stiff fight, but the Continentals succeeded in forcing the enemy into their fort. Had Commodore Saltonstall acted with such valour against the 3 British sloops at the time, he surely would have destroyed them completely. But he ordered only a minor attack, and withdrew as soon as his ship sustained damage. Up on the heights, the American troops were delaying their final attack on the fort until the danger of fire from the British troops was eliminated. Alas! They waited in vain, and so they changed their plan and dug in where they were, drawing up supplies from below. According to the most recent of my correspondence, it remains a stalemate. Try as I might, I cannot imagine what Commodore Saltonstall is trying to do at this delay. If my intelligence is correct, the American ships have more than 300 guns, while the British have but 42. I'm told that repeated councils of war have been held in Warren's great cabin, and yet the Commodore still refuses to take action and act in concert with the General. And so we must wait. Truly, I do not know which is more difficult. To be there waiting for orders, or to be given, or to be here waiting for news to arrive. I've no family that waits by the hearth, waiting to hear of my condition, yet at this moment I feel as though I know how difficult that must be. To be anxious for news that does not come. But alas, I do suppose we'll have to wait until the very next letter to find out what befalls of the situation. So for now, I do thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward very much to seeing you again next time. Until the next time, have a wonderful day.